Welcome to the Golden Eagle Educational Network, where fifth grade voices take flight. We broadcast from Hardin Park School, bringing you stories, ideas, and discoveries from our amazing fifth grade. We will explore short stories, fascinating fiction, dive into facts, and explore topics that inspire us.
LeBron James. LeBron is a basketball player that played for the Lakers, known for his ability to play both left and right-handed, making him a good player and difficult opponent matchup for defense. Before becoming a basketball star, LeBron was a standout wide receiver in high school, earning all-state honors. LeBron was the first school player to be selected as number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft. In 2003, LeBron James is the NBA all-time leading scorer. He also has a close relationship with his wife, Savannah, who he married in high school.
Theodore Gazelle, a.k.a. Dr. Seuss. Theodore was born on 1904, March 2nd, in Springfield, Massachusetts. He died on 1991, September 24th, in California. Dr. Seuss is his adopted name, and his real name was Theodore Gazelle. Theo had a hard but nice childhood. His dad owned one of the biggest breweries in America at the time. But now Theodore had found that he likes art in a unique way. But also, Al Capone and the Band for Beer, his father's business was struggling, but soon as they got better. But Theodore's sister has always helped him when he got bullied. He went to Dartmouth College and started making a lot of books. His first book is I Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street in 1937. But it really wasn't the bestseller. But in 1940, he wrote a book called Horton Hatches an Egg and Cat in the Hat. That really helped his career in 1957. Also, his first wife, Helen Palmer, sadly couldn't have a child, so he pretended to have a daughter named Chrysanthemum Pearl. He worked for the military board then joins the war as a captain and wrote a book based off Civil War called The Butter Battle. His famous book, Green Eggs and Ham, Seuss only wrote on a bet. In that bet, he couldn't write 50 words or words only using that amount. That person made a bet was Bennett Cerf, his editor. He bet $50 that he couldn't make a book like that, and he did. He died due to cancer in 1991, but today we still cherish all of his books and still celebrate his birthday. He died from mouth cancer from constant smoking. He had one affair with Helen that caused her to die with an overdose. Then a couple months later, he married Audrey Diamond, and after she died, he got a golden retriever named Clenny for a company till his death. I got this information from Google and my slides from a presentation last year by Riley Luster.
Tortillas used to be canned, and not all Mexican food is spicy, and their food is healthy, and most of our foods come from Mexico. The first meals are sweet, and people say that they love it. People go to Mexico to eat their food they make, and it became famous, and almost every country in the world loves it. Some people have been fighting to be the first one to have Mexican food due to its reliance on fresh, nutrition-rich ingredients like beans, corn, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, which provide essential vitamins. It's rich and deep culture, science, practices, and community traditions. Corn and beans are really good for people. They all love the food they have. They all drive hours or days to Mexico to get their food. Some of them have been paying almost all their money to have their food. Not every Mexican food region serves the same type of food. Their favorite dish are toast and quesadillas. The most famous dish is tacos, and people love tacos very much.
I will talk about Chinese foods. Some of their most popular foods include rice, soup, and three or four side dishes. Some of most popular and widely recognized dishes include rice dumplings, Peking duck, and hot pot. China's national dish is widely considered to be Peking duck, a roasted duck dish renowned for its crispy skin and tender meat, often served with pancakes, spring onions, and sweet bean sauce. One of my favorite Chinese dishes is sesame chicken. I love the sauce. Some popular Chinese desserts are egg tarts, mooncakes, red bean soup, and mango pudding. Chinese eating habits vary by religion, but generally involve meals with rice or noodles, often including meat, vegetables, and soup, and the use of chopsticks.
And I'm going to be talking about Abigail Adams. First, let's start on what she's known for. She was one of the first women to advocate for women's education and properties. She wrote to her husband, "Remember the ladies, and be more generous and favorable to them than your ancestors." And if you didn't know, Abigail's husband was John Adams. But the thing she was most known for was convincing Congress to appropriate money to establish the first White House library in today's yellow Oval Room. Abigail really wanted women's rights, and that's what she got. And did you know she actually was related to two presidents? Her husband was John Quincy Adams, which was actually her son, but she did not know that because he got elected in 1824, and she passed away on October 20th, 1818, because she had a fever that took her life. One more thing, she was anti-slavery. So was John Adams, and John Quincy took his father's steps and mother's. But do you know why else she was really important? Abigail's story echoes in hearts of all women as an example of true submission and courage, even in the face of danger. Abigail Adams was a really important person because she helped women get education.
Hi, my name is Stacia and I researched Anne Frank. Anne Frank was a girl. She went to school for 9 months, then she stopped going to school because she had to move. Anne Frank was Jewish. She hid in a bookshelf from the Nazis. She hid with her parents, Otto Frank, her dad, Edith Frank, her mom and sister, Margaret Frank. Anne Frank wrote in a diary every day for 2 years, and they hid for 25 months. Anne Frank was discovered at 15 years old. The person who she thought she could trust told on her. Then, when she was getting transported, she sadly passed away from typhus. Her father, Otto Frank, was a solo survivor and published her diary a few years later.
Duke University's men's basketball team is renowned for its strong tradition and constant success in college basketball, with a record of 5 national championships and numerous appearances in the Final Four. They are also known for their intense rivalry with the University of North Carolina, with fans often sleeping in tents before home games against the Tar Heels. The Final Four, it's like you are the 5th best team in the country. In the 1999 ACC championship game, Duke defeated North Carolina with a score of 96-73. This win marked the 27th consecutive victory for the Blue Devils and completed their undefeated run through the ACC regular season and postseason at 19-0. In the 2005 NCAA Sweet 16, Michigan State defeated Duke 78-68. The Spartans used their depth and full court press to harass Duke's guards, forcing 22 turnovers. Michigan State's victory was a significant moment for the program, as they had previously lost to Duke in 1999 Final Four, and we were determined to be the best to establish themselves at elite.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Golden Eagle Educational Network. Thanks for tuning in and supporting us as we continue empowering fifth grade voices. We hope you enjoyed the stories, learned something new, and felt inspired by what we shared. Don't forget to join us next time as we dive into more exciting topics and ideas. Until then, stay curious, stay kind, and keep making a difference.